What's up, y'all?
We back.
I'm
Y'all-
Michelle.
Oh, I'm India.
And we're
reviewing Married at First Sight, season 14,
episode 6.
episode 6. This season is moving slow, but a little bit fast.
I'm ready for next week, that's for sure.
Me too. I was ready for this week. This episode did not disappoint.
It did not disappoint.
It was a lot going on.
And crazy, acted crazy. She crazy, y'all. She crazy.
Yeah, it was like solidified this episode that she has an issue and they didn't do a proper mental evaluation.
They did not evaluate.
And not even trying to make light of it, but she was not mentally, she shouldn't have been on the show.
She can't think that we believe her. Like,
no. This
really
is how you know
thinks
she's unwell.
I mean, she has said I'm a good person like about 11 times. Like, we don't believe you. You can't
don't
say
believe herself.
She
That's
don't.
why she's out there with that dog shirt on, walking out, because she want to remind people that I'm a dog owner. She's on Instagram. I'm a dog owner. Don't attack me when I'm posting my dogs. It's all about the dogs. But what about a human being that you're treating like trash?
Like less than a dog.
Anywho, we ain't even starting with them though.
We're not starting with them.
Okay, we were starting with Lindsay and Mark.
Yes,
this episode.
who seemed to get back on a good foot very quickly.
They did. Do y'all like Lindsay now? Because y'all was reading Lindsay's Karen vibes last time.
She's not going, white privilege going white privilege on a regular.
True that.
So she gonna keep doing what she do. But when she's right, she's right. When she's wrong, she's wrong. And she was right this episode. She was on point.
Oh, very much so. She was the one that was really getting into it. She was the one that was really
I felt like she was giving Mark what he asked for. So while Mark's delivery at the end of last episode was not appropriate and was definitely understandable why Lindsay would be upset, I think that his message probably was still received.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so she did say on the after party last week that he came back to the room and apologized again, and they still did some stuff that was romantic.
Okay.
She also said, and they said this in the comments too, but she also said on the after party that she was really taken off guard by that whole dinner thing because they was getting it in multiple times, like right before dinner.
Yeah.
And he was promising her this romantic night, and then he came with her. So I don't know. I think Mark, I think when something is bothering him, he just can't focus on nothing else. Mm-hmm. And so
that's true.
It seems like they ironed it out.
Yeah, they did.
And they woke up, they was cute, they was, they were talking and stuff. And then
his landlord was blowing up his phone talking about stuff. Putting them out, bed bugs and everything.
I think his landlord is mad that he got married. She mad that she losing her boo. You think that they used to watch TV together and stuff?
Probably, because he said she's like a mother figure. And you said she was at the wedding. I don't remember her.
I'm almost positive she was at the wedding. I think she had dark hair, but I remember him saying, that's when I remember him saying his landlord was like his mother.
But he's on his honeymoon, so it's just very fast.
It was giving obsessive mom that
I was confused about the bed bugs. Like, how did that intertwine with the story? Because at first it was like, now you have a leash, you can't have any cats. Maybe he heard that she had 5 cats. Was like, y'all not living here.
Right. But she definitely heard she was at the wedding. So I think she was I think she was like, wait, what?
Right, but now you can't have cats, and that's fine. It's very confusing. I think we're gonna get cleared up on the bed bug stuff when they come back.
They move in.
She basically said like your life is not what I thought it was. Like everything is blown up. Yeah. So hopefully he, this isn't just bad timing,
but she was very empathetic.
Oh yes,
and she was understanding.
Yes, and that's why I was like, okay, Lindsay, you ain't bad. You just extra.
She just got a lot.
But she ain't bad.
But I think when she's giving off the right energy, she's good.
And he said he's not used to people just being willing to do stuff for him. And I get it. You came from being single and maybe just dating
and doing everything for his mom and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. And this is what we're gonna do.
That's what he needed, though.
He was like, huh?
He's stressing me out. Yeah. He was probably stressing her out too. She was probably like, okay, look, we're
not
about to stress out.
Bring all the cats here. Then we'll worry about the bed bugs separate. We'll bring whatever we can salvage. We'll move in together.
And you ain't living there no more.
Don't stress. You can tell he's high strung, even though he was trying to, still work through it. He was
probably,
but I'm sure she noticed the energy was so off. She just was like, we gotta fix this.
And I think, and she said, and I think she said that he can't focus. Like, it's like, it was, oh shit, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It was overcoming his thoughts. Like it was like all he could think about. Like he couldn't focus on other stuff. Yeah. So
that was a good scene.
That was nice.
And he appreciated it because at the group dinner he even mentioned. I was like, yeah, that's kind of dope. Like you've been single. Of course, somebody just random that you only met a week ago being willing to do stuff, even when you're dating, that's not how it happens.
And it's a lot of people that would be like, "Oh, he got a lot."
Yeah, going on, right? So that was very sweet. Okay, I'm back Team Lindsay a little bit.
And then they also talked to Chris separately, like when Chris and Alyssa were separate, they were talking, and we already know Lindsay don't like Alyssa,
and she got every right reason.
But in this situation, like she's just not giving good reasons to like her.
She wasn't giving good reasons to like her at the Bachelorette
which is why Lindsay didn't.
I don't get why all the other women are acting like, oh, she got to get hard or she's a decent person on the after party. It's just unfortunate the whole situation. No, this woman is a liar, manipulator, and crazy, and Lindsay is not calling with the bullshit. Yeah. Lindsay like, no, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't add up.
Yeah.
And the other girls, I felt like they see through her, but they're still being diplomatic or like political about it. It's very weird.
It was weird. But Lindsay and Mark were like for sure Team Chris.
Yeah, Team Chris. Yeah.
And they were giving him what he needed at that moment, and I thought that was very sweet. They were telling him he was good, he was handsome. She told him he was cute. Like
he needed that. Right.
I think he really needed that, and I do think that's what gave him the confidence to blast her later on. So
they probably told him off camera, you need to do something for her. If she refuses to talk to you,
talk to her in front of everybody. Make her.
Because with you, she'll run and cry. I can't do this right now. But with everybody else, she actually had to say something. She didn't give him much, but she had to say something, and it sounded like BS.
It was never not.
I'm glad he did it in the group. But anyway, so back to them. I can't even get off of them.
The other thing with Lindsay and Mark is that they were so cute when they were doing the little kite stuff. Like they really look like they have the potential to stay together. I don't get the vibes that they're going to stay together from other stuff, but I really thought, like at this point in the show, if we are just going based on what we're seeing, they look like they're good.
Yeah, they do. Of course, I could see them having a few hiccups and more arguments, but
Mark also was like, I was so glad like when Alyssa called you out
and you didn't
say that thing. He harped on it a little bit too long for me, he was drunk, but he did say that. He was like, and she took it in stride and she smiled through it, laughed, and was like, she was like, I ain't got a poker face, but he was just glad she did not confront her and cuss her out. So good for Lindsay and good for Mark. That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Katina
and Olajuwon. Okay. So
they did horseback riding.
Yes.
And he was doing team too much. He was doing the most. He was trying to be motivational, but it comes off as condescending and low-key rude and just like, who do you think you are?
I'm grown. If I don't like something and I don't want to do it, don't.
And she got on the horse and she was a team player. At the minimum, at least you can be motivational in a nice way. Good job, babe. I'm proud of you. Come on. You got it. Don't be scared. Calm down. He senses your nerves. Like, you are just like, you got to do it. Just go. You got to move. You got, like.
If you don't do this.
Yeah. I would not. Oh, Olajuwon. That's why him and Katina are made for each other, because she can take it.
I don't think she can take it forever. She's taking it right now because it's been 6 days.
But I probably would have hopped off that horse. That's how frustrated I would have been. If I'm already nervous and you're so hyped, you are like making me more anxious.
I get that. I don't know. She did push through.
Pretty patient.
She is.
Even though she was irritated.
She is patient with him.
Yeah, she's very patient.
I just don't think it's going to happen in the long term.
Yeah, that's true.
But Olajuwon is good for TV, y'all. He's hype. He keeps the conversation going. He talking. He chit chatting. They was talking with Michael and Jasmina. Like, he has personality. They like him for this show. Let's be clear.
Yeah, he does. He don't
stop talking. He don't stop talking. So they can record, and what they need to cut out, they gonna cut out, and they gonna get something.
And at that dinner, where Alyssa was talking her BS, and they did the little green screen
thing faces, and when he was talking, he is
definitely Team Chris.
He was like, why would you do that to that man? Like, he was not playing. And we know he's not gonna hold back.
Yeah.
Now, what else? They went to, what else did they do?
They didn't really do much. They only did.
They met with with Michael and Jasmina. Yeah, they did the horseback riding.
And they did the group dinner.
We probably missed something.
Katina met with
Alyssa. Katina met with Alyssa.
And she was,
Jasmina.
okay, so that's a good point. Yeah, because Jasmina was a little bit more quiet from what they showed, of course. But Katina was telling her, like, are you sure you've told him? She was trying to get her together and was like, I ain't trying to, like, put my opinion on you, but maybe you need to actually talk to him. Maybe
does he know this is how you feel?
And both of them were saying the same thing. You need to give him a chance. Katina said, I think you're just not attracted to him. And that's fine.
But you have to tell him.
And then she still lied.
She's a liar.
Alyssa's
a cheater.
A liar.
A deceiver.
Heartbreaker.
She
ain't gonna break his heart because he don't.
He's about to give her exactly what she wants.
Yes.
Okay, I really want to talk about Chris and Alyssa, but we gonna get rid of everybody else because it was this episode. Everybody was kind of boring. Nah. I mean, the stuff that was centered around Chris and Alyssa was like lit. It was. So Stephen Noy.
They boring, y'all. They went to the well. They was cute.
I thought they was gonna slip and bust their ass. I was very concerned about liability lawsuit because
the waterfall.
The waterfall. Yeah. The well. That water looked dirty, y'all. It was slippery and slimy, and I was very concerned for their safety.
They went to the waterfall.
But that's it. And then they talked they literally did not show Stephen Noy but twice.
And they never showed them. They didn't say much when it was when the drama was happening, because Noy didn't go out when it was her. It was her, Katina, and Noy wasn't there. They showed them briefly. They didn't get involved in the relationship stuff. They weren't. They talked
at the table. At the table, Steve brought up the fact that she said she loved. He didn't say it in so many words, but he was like, she's learning how I communicate, and I'm telling her to, like, base it on actions and not words and all of that. And so, but they are boring. Next episode, it might get a little better because the money conversation is going to come up. And
I think deep down, Steve is rich, and he probably was never going to disclose it on the show.
I think
he wants to make sure that she's with
him. But his dad called him a vagabond. I will never let go of that. I don't understand.
You're right. I'm trying to give him too much credit.
Why? And his family was like, what are you gonna say when she asks you if you don't have a job?
Yeah, so that means
it's like, I don't know. Is everybody in on it, or
right? You're right.
Is he just? Or is everybody concerned that he ain't got no job?
You're right.
So I don't know. Stephen Noy. I don't know.
I think they gonna make it, but they
have their own personality. But you know who else is not really giving me a whole lot of personality?
Jasmina.
And Michael, like, Michael's not funny. Yeah. Like, he's like, I don't know about Shaw, but like
banter early. Wait, in the
was it real banter though?
Must not have been, but I thought they were kind of warming up, just getting to know each other.
They weren't jokes though, like
it was just like little stuff. Some of it was even awkward.
Like
but
people, like
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Being funny ain't everybody. People don't always have a good sense of humor.
I agree with them though when they say that they think they were matched because they have a lot in common.
And a part of it is lack of personality.
No.
Yes. Jasmina, I think she's blaming her countenance and her energy on the issues that they've had. Yeah. But like, she doesn't even smile like by default. And I'm not saying that women got to be smiling all the time, but you're on a honeymoon in a tropical location. Like, why every time we see you, you got this straight sad face?
I think she's really affected by what's going on because Michael's not discussing a lot of stuff on camera. They're not. So maybe he really yelled at her and it triggered her or something, and she just shut down. Because she said,
"You think you got little man syndrome?"
Maybe, and she's going to talk about his yelling on the next episode. She said, "You get loud, you get disrespectful." Is he Alyssa 2.0? And we're just not seeing it because
he ain't no damn Alyssa 2.0.
No, I know, but if she truly feels disrespected, if he's truly yelling at her like she's saying this yelling thing, maybe it's just she can't.
I feel like she
get over it.
I don't know because she didn't even like when they were talking to Olajuwon and Katina, whom I don't really get the vibe that Jasmina likes Katina.
You don't think so?
I'm done.
Not like they would be homegirls.
Honestly, on the honeymoon, like when they walked up to each other, it was like, hey, like even then, Jasmina did not smile at them. Like I don't know, maybe they do get along, but I just don't get the vibe. She always got this straight, like resting bitch face. So I mean,
that's probably just
it's okay, but it's just like it's not fun to watch. Like, can I get some personality, boo?
When he overthinking stuff, overthinking him.
Oh, but I was gonna say when they was talking to Katina and Olajuwon, I don't think she liked the fact that she said all the positive things. She was like, yeah, they got us, they put us together for all the good reasons. Like we it's everything. We're so, we have so much stuff in common. And then he was like, yeah, and we also both are very opinionated. And I mean, it had a negative tinge to it. And I was just like, he is just giving her all the ammunition.
He is. But she already got it. I think she's kind of checked out, but she's not.
Alyssa with it.
She's not, and if she ain't even that checked out because she's still kissing him. She's willing to move in. Like
she's trying.
She is
truly trying.
Yeah, she honestly.
But I don't think
someone's
she thinks
trying. And I don't think exactly. But she's
actually
trying.
Still trying.
That's the difference.
She's honestly.
I mean, it's a lot of differences. But
she's giving Karen Miles.
Well,
New Orleans. She's giving Karen vibes.
Karen didn't even kiss Miles for like 4 weeks.
I mean, that's true.
Like,
but everything else.
Touch.
But everything else is still very Karen like.
Standoffish.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not gonna give her Karen because I couldn't stand Karen, even though that they cute now, but I couldn't stand her. And Jasmina, I'm just on the fence with. You know what I mean?
I guess.
And some of it it's not just the editing. It has to be stuff going on off camera.
You're right. It has to be because there's not enough. They're spending days together and we're getting minutes.
Yeah.
So there's
that's why
lots going on.
I'm kind of giving her a little grace. Maybe she really feels let down or something, or maybe she's like, this man really got a little anger issues or something.
And if he's not funny, okay. If he's not funny, or like laughter, like if he doesn't bring laughter out of like just being like talking about stuff and just being around shit, like that's not enjoyable. Like sometimes people could just not have personalities. Like there are lots of people in this world that just ain't giving.
Everybody ain't us.
I mean, I wasn't gonna go that far, but no. But seriously, I just don't know that everybody has like this natural sense of humor.
Yeah,
and
they're clearly not.
He doesn't.
Yeah, he's pretty low key. So
anyway, I had a lot of hope for them, and it's like it's starting to fade quickly.
Very quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay, so yeah, we got through everybody, and now it's time for the main event.
The main event.
Y'all.
Alyssa and Chris. Chris and Alyssa, because she deserves to be last.
She is nuts. She is nuts.
Y'all, at first I was like, oh my gosh, screaming at the TV, and then by the end of the episode, y'all, I was like, am I watching?
You know what? It's like she knows she's being recorded, but like she doesn't. So it feels like she's tricking us too. Like she thinks she's tricking us.
I think a lot of her meltdowns were with producers, and we are watching this like a show. But if we really think about what she thought was going to be shown,
she didn't think it was going to be shown.
The on-camera stuff versus them actually showing her say, "Y'all better not show me in a bad light." That she never expected that to be shown. Those are the type, like
she's foolish.
I'm a good person. If I look bad on this show, like they're showing you saying all this stuff.
Like all you care about is TV. Like I've never heard
showing you call him aggressive and them not agreeing with you.
Yeah,
they're like he's just making hand gestures. Like they
hate
her. The producers hate Alyssa.
She is working their nerves. They are working hard, and they did not plan on having to be two places with two different people.
Yeah,
why are you making me do this?
That's the truth. And then you don't want to talk about certain things on camera, so you want to have this surface level conversation instead of just saying what it is. I'm not physically attracted to him, and because of that, it takes me a while to open up. I don't feel comfortable opening up. I'm not attracted, but she doesn't want to leave the show because she wants to be in the process with other couples.
No, lies. She does not, not in the there's no process without a husband. There's no process.
That's what they said. This is not.
But no, can we go back to the tennis courts? Because, man, on them tennis courts, when they were sitting there talking, and he was like, well, I'm moving into the apartment. And she was like.
He read her. She wasn't playing.
She was so mad. She was like, well, why wouldn't I move in? Because you don't want to be married, bitch. Like, you don't want to be married. Like, she is the first person in the history of this show that wanted to just be friends with the women and not be with the husband and move in.
And then she's so special. Apartment. She's so slow, y'all, that she said it out loud.
Multiple times.
Because at first, when she was saying it, like, beating around the bush, me and Michelle were trying to figure out, like, wait, what is she saying? And then we were like, oh, she wants to move in. Then it's like, oh, she wants to move in because she wants to have experiences with the women.
She wants to go. It's not a dorm room. Like, go home.
And don't y'all live in Boston? You can't, even if they do something joint, you just want to be with them on camera. You think
she just doesn't want to be, like she wants to be away from her house for 2 months? Like she wants a staycation?
She signed up for this.
She wants a staycation.
Maybe, but you are mad. Like, why do you get to stay in the house? I should be able to stay in the house. You don't want to be a part of the marriage process, but you still want to stay in the marital home that they provide.
So the producer told her this is married at first sight. It's not single at first sight. Like, girl, if you're not going to marry this man,
they're not going to give you they don't have to give you the apartment.
Cut it.
Why would they just tape you randomly in the apartment? If he says I'm out because she's out, I'm not moving in, why would they let you move in the apartment?
Like, it's over.
It's over. This will be one of those ones where it's just over.
It's
just so confusing.
I don't understand why this lady thinks that if she keeps using these buzzwords, y'all, it's like she keeps saying, I'm here. And they were like, but you don't want to go. Olajuwon was like, why would she want to go back to Boston? It's 60 degrees there.
Yeah.
It's 90 degrees in Puerto Rico.
I could have went home yesterday and I didn't. Yeah, because you're telling me.
But you're not doing anything with me.
You want to stay in the process. So, of course, you didn't let them fly you home. You want to spend time with the women.
You want to spend time acting like. I don't know. She wants to spend time making him look bad. But the problem is she really can't make him look bad.
She can't. Even when he was getting upset. And he was kind of like, you full of shit. He was looking like a great person. And she was still looking like the horrible person that she is.
So
he could have cussed her out right then and there. And I would have been screaming.
I wanted him to. Like, it took everything in him. And honestly, he still is looking great. Like, he looks the best.
What is her obsession with thinking that he wants her to look bad and not that he's not just in his honest truth?
And she keeps saying,
what is that? Why do
this is not what we both want? Like, she is not even talking about the facts. The facts are he's willing to be married. You do not want to be married to him. Mm-hmm. And until we get to that conclusion, everything else is bullshit.
And then she still refuses to just say it. We'll talk about it off camera. Then the ladies come into her defense like, oh, I get that. When they see these episodes and see that
she wouldn't talk to him, period.
She wouldn't talk to him, period. And this was his last resort to get her to even say anything. And the only reason she didn't break down crying the whole conversation or walk away is because the ladies were there. And she wants to continue to manipulate people. She's very manipulative.
She is. And she also, at that dinner table, wants to talk about how this is a conversation for the people. No. You want to be a part of the process. The process is the couples. Like, right. If you want to do everything else and hang out with the girls, then talk about this with the couples. Yeah, like, honestly, I was annoyed that they bailed her out. They were like, and she cried. She had her little tears, and they were like, it's okay, we understand. No, I don't understand. Why are you here if you don't want to be married?
Katina's face said it all, but when I did watch the after show not that long ago, one of the after parties, and Katina was basically saying she has a good heart, and it's sad that this had to play out like this, or she chose to.
But I'm telling y'all, when they're doing this after party, they not seeing. They seeing this at the same time we are too. So they don't know. So 2-3 weeks ago, on the after party, Katina had not seen this episode.
Right. Now, Katina, how you feel, girl? How you feel now? Do you agree that y'all should stay far away from her? She's
trash.
Yeah, no, I would not even want to be friends with her. I saw Jasmina had a
The producers are fed up with her. Fed up.
I think they need to find him another wife. This need to be the first one where they do an extra 2
weeks.
They
surprise him.
Right, and they do an extra
They should surprise him and be like, we
found another wife.
What happened, but we got somebody for you. Because it's not like they don't have a list of people.
Mm-hmm. Secondary.
Like, you think that somebody would do the show as like a part-time, not a part-time, but come in mid, like no wedding. Would they do a whole new wedding? No. So they would have to. They go to the courthouse.
But the problem is they already, they signed their marriage license and stuff.
He legally can't get married to somebody else.
Yeah.
They done messed up this man's whole situation. He can't even get married again.
I think I saw that on the after show. They're going to talk about that. Something that happened with the signing of the marriage. I think that's why I think he's on there. It was in the description.
Maybe. What if
they're not married?
What if they're not married, y'all? What if Alyssa didn't sign the marriage certificate? It's a lot. Okay, so I don't know about y'all. It's a lot of people that I know, friends, people I know, that have said that, one, they forget to sign the marriage certificate. Yep. They forget to mail it in. Yep. So you could sign it, but if you never record it, it's not recorded. Mm-hmm. So pastor, gave it to the pastor. Pastor signed it. They can't find it. Mm-hmm. That happens. That's like a regular occurrence.
That would be funny.
What if, because they would have only signed it on the wedding day, and on the wedding day she was not happy.
Maybe she's like, I'm going to, and then is trying to push back.
What if they're not married?
Okay, then she's really crazy, because you think you're staying on a show called Married at First Sight, you're not married?
Plot twist.
I can't stand Alyssa, y'all. Like,
Alyssa just wants to stay in the apartment.
Yeah, but she also has mental issues.
She thinks it's a sorority house. She really thinks that it's just like that. Girl, people gotta go to work.
To save an apartment. He literally said, if you tell me that you're not in at all, you can have the apartment, because I'm doing this for you, not for a group of friends. I love y'all, but I don't care about y'all. That's what he said.
He said, we ain't even talk about her strategy. He was like, I ain't heard this strategy. When she proposed, he gets to stay at the apartment for the first month, and she gets to stay the second month. And he
we can both be a part of this experiment.
He was like, how does that work? How does that work? Well, the process is with the couple. He's like, I didn't come here for them.
I love them, but I didn't come here for them.
For a wife. And everybody at the table was like, yes. Ain't nobody else at that table staying, doing none of this shit. Like, she's honestly lying to herself only. No one else believes this. No one else believes it. I want to be with my friends. You don't want to be with Lindsay, so you want to be with Jasmina and Katina and Noe?
No, Noe don't fool with her. Noe don't fool with her.
Oh, right.
Noe don't fool with her.
Yeah. Y'all, we in the comments last week, we had to find out on the after show, but Lindsay was talking about the tattoo thing, and Noe was mad because she was basically saying that her husband was supposed to have a lion tattoo, and Noe's husband, Steve, has a lion tattoo.
And on the show, they changed it from lion to
she
whatever
said
else,
eagle or bird.
Because Noe had been mad the day before.
At the airport. At the airport, she was crying on the way to the honeymoon. She was upset. And I'm going to be honest, I think Alyssa be giving Steve googly eyes.
She does. She does. And I think...
She be looking at Steve like the experts
should have matched up.
She thinks that something happened and the papers got switched.
Steve would never be with her. Never in a million years. No sane man in America should.
Well, we would not have seen this side of her had she not been confronted.
We would have saw it once or twice. Something would have.
But we wouldn't have seen it this early on.
Yeah, that's true. She has erratic behavior, and it's very troubling.
No.
Like, what type of assessments do they do? They do background checks, like a little basic mental health check. No.
I don't know, but she
wouldn't have passed that shit because she's so dense. She thinks everybody doesn't.
She doesn't think we know, but we do.
I can't, y'all. It was giving me anxiety because I'm like, the audacity.
But so the Reddit has come with all the receipts on Alyssa. Everybody. So we done seen all her pre and post surgery pictures. And believe it or not, like, she has something under her neck, but it's still not giving definition.
Because I think she got something here and didn't get the sculpting or whatever here. But she keeps saying, I did a lot of work to get into this process. I worked on myself. And I think she's talking about the plastic surgery. Because what work do you do coming into the marriage, right?
She's not talking about the plastic surgery.
She is, y'all. When she keeps saying, she said 3 different times, I've done so much to come in this process.
You think she went into debt trying to get married? She got a rack of bills, $30,000 worth of bills.
Well, she worked at a plastic surgeon office, so she probably was getting it for free.
She got a discount, not free. Yeah. You got to pay for the anesthesia and everything.
Yeah, that's true. But she came to this show preparing physically, or preparing like, oh, I'm gonna look my best, so I'm gonna do this and have my eyes like I did so much to prepare for this. She keeps saying that unless you went to a therapist for months, or as soon as you found out, which was only at that point a month before that, right? Yeah. What are you doing to prepare? Why does she keep saying I did so much to prepare for this?
I don't know, because she's not prepared. She was not prepared to marry anyone that did not fit a specific description and physical description.
Because I think it's a real mental health issue, I think we would have seen it.
You're right. I don't disagree with that.
No matter what, like, unless it was one of her exes, she wanted back.
Like, okay, so then we saw pictures of her ex on Reddit too, and he was buff, like bodybuilding steroids.
Like, he on creatine, steroids, everything. Like, he got.
Oh my gosh, y'all! Side note, in the comments, y'all really be coming through with the good points.
Y'all do that.
And somebody said that Olajuwon and all his sweating and slightly aggressive, moody swing behavior could be from
steroids. Now, y'all think Olajuwon on steroids, Jam?
Some people use it just. No, I mean his body is very cut, and I will say, cut bodies like that, I think take a lot of work to keep up. Like I think, I mean, I guess he could have some natural. True. It could be some of it could be natural, but I don't know. That I thought it was very thought provoking. I was like,
they be knowing stuff.
Is he on the juice? Is he juicing himself? That's what they call it. I think that's what they call it. I know. But that was one. I was like, yes, y'all be coming with it. I think we're done here. I don't know. Done. Like we're rambling at this point.
No. But Alyssa, she got problems. And they need to kick her off the show. It's abusive at this point.
The final conversation was abusive. This man just wants an answer, and you're acting like him asking you for an answer to a very easy question to answer. Like, this is a marriage. Do you want to stay in it or not? She knows she doesn't want to, and she just doesn't want to say it. And the producers are, like, empowering her. Like, that's the part that's pissing me off. Mm-hmm. Like, Alyssa just is saying she doesn't want to have this conversation. Fuck Alyssa.
Yeah.
I'm here too. I want to have this conversation. Yeah. I'm tired of acquiescing to her every time.
Yeah, and if it was opposite, and if it was the guy treating her like this,
we would definitely be flaming his ass.
This is not right. This is not right how he's being treated. It's very sad.
Messed up. It's very messed up.
Olajuwon's like, I feel bad for him. If I was in that situation in person, I would feel terrible.
He's taking this. He's going to need therapy.
Yeah. And y'all are okay with still having her on the show and let her make a decision. Y'all should have told her, if you do not move in, the show is ending. There's no moving in. There's no filming, and you hanging out with the girls. You're not a
part of this process.
Yes, we will tape 4 couples.
You're not married, so if you're not acting married and being married and participating, you're not a part of this.
I can't stand it, y'all. I don't think they're gonna make it to decision day because the video that we saw,
it was looking like decision day was next week.
Anyway, let us know what y'all think because it's a mess. But I am excited for next week. I am going to watch the after party tomorrow.
I'm mad. Why it don't come on right after? Like, we could probably pull off watching it if it came on right after, and they play us.
They do. They really do. But
ain't nobody staying up for the after party. Everybody watch the after party the next day. Mm-hmm. Anyway. That's it.
I think we done.
All right,
we off of it, y'all.
We'll see y'all next week.
Thank you for
watching. Let us know what you think. Bye.